Section 50, Section 171, Authority of Internal Revenue Officer in searching for and testing taxable articles. Any Internal Revenue Officer may, in exchange of his official duties, enter any house, building, or place where articles subject to tax under this title are produced or kept or are believed by him upon reasonable grounds to be produced or kept so far as may be necessary to examine, test, discovery, or size the same. Section 51. Section 174. Stamp tax on original issue of shares of stock. On every original issue, whether on organization, recognition of for any lawful purpose of share of stock by any association, company, or corporation, there shall be collected a documentary stamp tax of 2 pesos of each 200 pesos, or functional part thereof, the part value of such shares of stocks. Section 52. Section 175. Stamp tax on sales agreements, the sale, memoranda of sales, deliveries, or transfer of shares or certificates of stocks. On all sales of arrangement to sell or memoranda of sales to delivers of transfer of shares or certificate of stock in any association, company, or corporation, or transfer of such securities by assignment in blank of by delivery, or by any paper of agreement or memorandum of other evidence of transfers of sales, whether entitling the holder in any manner to the benefit of such stock or to secure the future payment of money, or for the future transfer of any stock, there shall be collected a documentary stamp tax that 1 peso and 50 centavo on each 200 pesos, or functional part thereof, the par value of such stock. Section 53. Section 177. Stamp tax on certificates of profits or interest in property or accumulation. On all certificates of profits of any certificate or memorandum showing interest in the property of accumulation of association, company, and corporation, and on all transfers of such certificates of memoranda, there shall be collected a documentary stamp tax of 1 pesos on each 200 pesos, or functional part thereof, the face value of such certificates of memorandum. Section 54. Section 178. Stamp tax on blank checks, draft, certificates of deposit not bearing interest, and other instrument. On each bank check, draft, or certificate of deposit not drawing interest, or order for the payment of any sum of money drawn upon or issued by any bank, trust company for any person or persons, companies or corporation, as sight or on demand, there shall be collected a documentary stamp tax of 3 pesos. Section 55. Section 179. Stamp tax on all debit instruments. On every original issue of debit instruments, there shall be collected a documentary stamp tax of 1 pesos and 15 centavos on each 200 pesos, of functional part thereof, the issue price of any such debt instrument, that for such debt instruments will be termed to less than 1 year of documentary stamp tax to be collected shall be proportional amount in accordance with the ratio of its term in number of days of 365 days, that only documentary stamp tax shall be imposed on either loan agreement or promissory notes issued to secure such loan. Section 56. Section 180. Stamp tax on bills of exchange or drops. On all bills of exchange between points within the Philippines or draft, there shall be collected a documentary stamp tax of 60 centavos on each 200 pesos or fractional part thereof the value of a such bill of exchange or draft. Section 57. Section 180. Stamp tax upon acceptance of bills or exchange and others. Upon any acceptance or any payment of any bill of exchange or order for the payment of money purporting to be drawn in foreign country but payable in the Philippines, there shall be collected a documentary stamp tax of 60 centavo on each 200 pesos, or fractional part thereof the face value of any bill of exchange or order or the Philippine equivalent of such value if expressed in foreign currency. Section 58. Section 182. Stamp tax on the foreign bills or exchange and letters of credit on all foreign bills of exchange and letter of credit, including orders by telegraph or otherwise for the payment of money issued by express or steamship companies or by any person or persons, drawn in the but payable out of the Philippines in a set of 3 or more according to the custom of merchants and bankers. There shall be collected a documentary stamp tax of the 60 centavo on each 200 pesos, or functional part thereof the value of any such bill of exchange or letter of credit of the Philippine equivalent of such face value of expense in foreign. Section 59. Section 183. Stamp tax on life insurance policy. And all policy of insurance or other instruments but whatever name the same may be called, whereby any insurance shall be made of renewed upon any life of lives. There shall be collected a one-time documentary stamp tax of the following rates. Section 60. Section 186. Stamp tax on the policy of annuities and pre-need plans. On all policies of annuities or other instruments but whatever name the same may be called, whereby an annuity may be made, transferred, or redeemed, there shall be collected a documentary stamp tax of 1 peso on each 200 pesos, or functional part thereof the premium of installment payment on contract price collected. On pre-need plans, the documentary stamp tax shall be 40 centavo on each 200 pesos, or functional part thereof the premium of contribution collected. Section 61. Section 188. Stamp tax on certificates. On each certificate of damage or otherwise, and on every other certificate of document issued by any custom officers, marine survivor, or other person acting such, and on each certificate issued by notary public, and on each certificate of any distribution required by law or by rules of a regulation of a public office, or which is issued for the purpose of giving information or establishing proof of a fact and not otherwise specified herein. And there shall be collected a documentary stamp tax on 30 pesos. And Section 62. Section 189. Stamp tax on warehouse receipt. On each warehouse receipt for properly held in storage in public or private warehouse or yard for any person other than the prior of such warehouse or yard, there shall be collected a documentary stamp tax of 30 pesos. That no tax shall be collected on each warehouse receipt issued to any one person in any one calendar month, covering property the value of which does not exceed 200 pesos. Section 63. Section 190. Stamp tax on Jai-Alai horse race tickets, lotto, or other authorized number games. On each Jai-Alai horse race ticket, lotto, or other authorized number games, there shall be collected a documentary stamp tax of 20 centavo, that if the cost of the ticket exceed of 1 peso, an additional tax of 20 centavos on every 1 peso or fractional part of thereof shall be collected. Section 64. Section 191. Stamp tax on bills or lading or receipt. On each set of bills of a lading or receipts, except for any goods, merchandise of effects shipped from one port or places in the Philippines or to any foreign port, there shall be collected a documentary stamp tax of 22 pesos, and the value of such goods exceed 100 pesos and does not exceed 1,000 pesos, 20 pesos and 100 pesos, and does not exceed. If the value exceed of 1,000 pesos, that flight tickets covering goods, merchandise of effects carried as accompanied baggage or passengers on land, water carriers, and primarily engaged in the transportation of passenger are hereby exempt. Section 65. Section 192. Stamp tax on proms on each proxy for voting at any election of officers of any company or association or for any other purpose except proxies and issue affecting the affairs of associations or corporation organized for religious, charitable, or literary purpose. It shall be collected the documentary stamp tax of 30 pesos. Section 66. Section 193. Stamp tax on power of attorney. On each power of attorney to perform any act whatsoever except acts and connect with the collection of claims due from or occurring to the government